Hi, I'm James Jackson, and this is WCU Ram Spotlight, where we focus on the work the athletes are doing off the field as well as on it. And many people can agree that taking a step out of your comfort zone is hard enough to do. But imagine when that step could land you on the sideline cheering for the Eagles every Sunday. Changes the game, doesn't it? For junior Danielle Valino, this is exactly what she could be doing, as she made it to the final round of Eagles cheerleader tryouts. Hi, I'm James Jackson here at Hollinger Fieldhouse with Danielle Valino, who just recently tried out to be an Eagles cheerleader. So Danielle, me and you are from the same hometown, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Not many people know where that is. It's a small little dot on the Pennsylvania map. So how does it go from a small town like Phoenixville to such a big platform of being an Eagles cheerleader?
So my friend from home, Carrie Hytha.
So is this the first time you've done something like this, or is this truly stepping out of your comfort zone?
This is completely out of my comfort zone. I've never been a cheerleader my entire life.
So can you take us through the specific steps that you had to go through and exactly what stage you have made it to?
So there's open calls, which was Saturday, which anyone can go to.
Cool. So besides your friend Carrie, has there been anybody along the way that has really helped and motivated you to get to where you are now?
My boyfriend, definitely. He packed me a lunch on the first day. And
since you truly have done, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, what can you take from this experience just to bring back to everyday life?
I think everyone should just go for anything they want to. Just because they don't know the end result doesn't mean they won't take something from it and won't have fun doing it.
Thank you so much, Danielle. Good luck on the last tryout. Danielle is a great example that stepping out of your comfort zone can lead to you soaring to new heights that even you didn't think you could get to. On behalf of the Westchester community, we wish Danielle luck and do Westchester proud. For your WCU Ram Spotlight, I'm James Jackson. Now over to Marcellus with By the Numbers.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Ram Center. I'm your host, Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. Before we get this show started, Cheyenne, since I know you are a Steelers fan,
yes,
let's talk about that complete and total domination that the Steelers had of the Chiefs last night.
over the Chiefs last night.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was,
Now, Mike Tomlin came into the game and called it Redemption Sunday because of the game in Philly last week.
Right, absolutely.
Redemption on your part? Or did they redeem themselves?
Definitely a redemption. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm thinking we're just going to go up from here, hopefully.
Right. Awesome. Speaking of going up, let's talk about Westchester sports.
All right.
Our women's rugby team brought home what might have been the most impressive win of the season Saturday against Molloy as they ousted the Lions 92-19. Fly half Aaliyah Ray was first to put the points on the board, but this was a full team effort this weekend as Westchester refused to let up at any point in the game, scoring pretty much until the final whistle blew. This win puts the Lady Rams at 4-0 on the season and marks their second straight win of at least 65 points. This Saturday, the ladies will travel all the way up to Connecticut to take on Sacred Heart University. And Cheyenne, they've won no game this year by less than 29 points. It's been domination the whole season by the women's rugby team.
They're a good team. They're very, very good.
They're a great team.
Yeah.
Now let's throw it to Cheyenne for this Day in Sports segment. Thank you, Samara, as always. Great segment, and that's very true. A bittersweet moment as the big piece leaves for Philly for the final time. No one left from that 08 championship team. Kind of a whole new identity from the Phillies, completely moving forward. Very exciting though to see what the future holds for Philadelphia.
No, definitely. Yeah, that's exciting. Well, that's all we have for this episode of Ram Center. Make sure you follow our Instagram and Twitter page at WCU Ram Center, and also like us on Facebook. As always, I'm Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. Stay golden, Dubsy. We'll see you again next week.
So let's get right into it. Wednesday night, the Chicago Cubs defeated Cleveland Indians 8-7 to win Game 7 of the World Series and breaking their historic 108-year drought. So my question to you is, which drought did you want to end, Chicago's or Cleveland's? Let's start with James.
Spencer, Natasha. So there's two different questions. Whose did I want to end, and whose did I think deserved to end more? I wanted Chicago's to end. 108 years, that's nothing to shy away from. They deserve that. It's been a century. Who did I think deserved, whose drought did I think deserved to end more? I think Cleveland's. Here's why. The city of Cleveland needed it more than the city of Chicago. Not just the Cubs or the Indians, but the city as a whole. Chicago has had championships recently. The Blackhawks in 2010, the White Sox in 2005, the Bulls for literally all of the 90s except for 2 years. So Chicago has had this. Cleveland hasn't had anything in 50 years. Hasn't even had a bright spot
What
in
about the
50
Cavs?
years.
Because you were cheating. You cannot win a league MVP because you are a cheater.
But did he cheat or did his organization cheat? How much
He
of the
told them.
How much of the blame goes directly on Tom Brady and not the organization at all? Why was Belichick not suspended for 4 games?
Because is he throwing the football? Is he throwing the
But
football?
he's just as fault as Tom Brady is, in my opinion.
There's
If this is an
literally-
organizational type thing, why wasn't Robert Kraft fined? Why wasn't Robert
Because
Kraft
he's not
penalized?
throwing the football.
But it's an organizational type thing, Spencer. You can't blame just the quarterback for something that the whole organization knew. For something that the ball boy is directly responsible for.
Because Tom's telling him.
If the
Tom
ball-
is telling him to do it, and that's the thing. Jay Feely came out and said it happened since 2003. You won a championship in 04, 05, and 07, I believe. You come out and do that, and you've been doing this since 03, and then people catch you. That's your fault. That's on you. That's not Robert Kraft.
Completely
That's
agreed.
not Bill Belichick.
Completely agreed. But he fought it and won it. But then why do you bring it back up 2 years later? Because what, Roger Goodell wants that power? He just can't. Roger Goodell can't take a loss. You and me both agree that the NFL is in shambles.
It's
in
not.
terms-
It's the no fun league. right
In
now.
terms of the higher ups, if Roger Goodell does not get his way, he will find a way to
his
then
way.
get his way.
Agreed.
But do you think that's right? It's not. I'm not condoning Tom Brady deflating the balls. I'm not condoning it at all.
Welcome to John A. Farrell Stadium, home of the Westchester University Golden Rams. Today's PSAC matchup is between the Seton Hill Griffins and the Westchester University Golden Rams. Beside me is James Jackson. I'm Dave DePasqua. How can Westchester and Coach Bill Swan get back on track?
Well, Coach Swan has to have his offense come out early and often and put points on the board. Come out on fire and score often. That'll do two things. One, that'll give them a nice momentum push that they can carry throughout the game. And two, it takes a little bit of pressure off that defense, which we know has been struggling the past couple of weeks.
Very versatile, sort of like Brandon Monk for the Rams.
And he could cause a lot of problems for this Westchester secondary, which puts even more pressure on that front seven to get up in the quarterback's face, not make it easy for him so he cannot find his targets down the field.
On the season, he has 13 receptions for 122 yards, including a punt return touchdown last week against Lockhaven. So multiple options as their quarterback is looking to find his way, put points on the board for the Griffins.
Of course. And Westchester, on the other hand, is looking forward to stymieing that and trying to get up in his face and not let him get on the board.
Dan Pietrangelo is one player to keep an eye on. It's going to be a tongue twister, though, but we're going to try our best as the Seton Hill Griffins are looking to also run the ball. Their running back, Brandon Stout, has 35 carries for 197. Has yet to find the end zone, but he's going to look for it today.
And Westchester really struggled with their running game last week defensively. They let up 442 total yards on the ground, so that's not going to look good against a versatile running offense such as Seton Hill.
He's going to bring out the punting crew.
3 and out in the very first possession. I'm not going to say it's Moriarty's fault. He was pressured a lot by that defense, but they're going to have to do something better here, Westchester, if they want to stay alive in this football game.
Back to punt this one away is number 46, Brandon Paulson.
They batted down right at the line of scrimmage. So we saw Westchester get their hands up and bat the ball down. Now Seton Hill does the same thing. Good job by these defensive linemen. You can't get to the quarterback, get those hands up, deflect the ball. Great defensive play. I said the defense needs to step up today early in this game, and that's exactly what they're doing. Causing a punt in the first possession, causing a turnover the second possession, setting up the Westchester offense with beautiful field position inside the red zone on their 10-yard line. The Westchester's got to score here and capitalize on the great defensive play. Another overthrow by Pat Moriarty, and this time he had his tight end wide open in the middle of the field. He puts it on him in stride, and Tim Brown could be running for a little bit.
There is a flag on the play. It's going to be a legal man downfield.
Seems like the refs are having just as much trouble with this offense as Seton Hill's defense is. A lot of confusion. Thank you, Samir. Great segment as always. Of course, we have to congratulate the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots on an outstanding victory.
Outstanding.
But Westchester, make sure everyone is available on Saturday as the men's and women's basketball team have a doubleheader in the Play for K game.
Yes.
Make sure we all come out and show our support then. I think me and Spencer are going to go there.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Now, that's all we have for this episode of Ram Center. Make sure you check out all of our social media sites at WCU Ram Center on Twitter and Instagram, and also like our Facebook page. As always, I'm Cheyenne Dantzler.
And I'm James Jackson. Stay golden, Dub C. We'll see you again next week.